Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Peyton. It is so nice to meet you. You look lovely. Alright guys, it is episode 3 of our Happy Home Paradise series where we do one build per video and it's done. It's pre-recorded, it's not live because I take so long to make decisions about villager vacation homes apparently. So as always, we're getting right into it. We're running past the villagers on the beach because I kind of like to be surprised, even though I can obviously see some of them, but shh, it's fine. And as always, we're going to do our round. We're going to see what items, and of course, I went straight to this amazing display case. Like, are you kidding? This is perfect because on my new island, I'm going to plan to do like an antique store build, and that's doing it for me. And then we get right to work. As always, we're on a mission. I know that it takes me a long time to do the builds. So we just kind of always, speed through this part. I also was like debating buying some of the items now because I just was super excited. But I always try and buy them at the end because you make money. Like they pay you to do these houses. So you might as well wait. And then going over here, we have Mr. Pudge. And then I saw Miss Megan, the Care Bear of my dreams. I know some people don't like her, and they're incorrect. We also have Vesta, who wanted a place with a fireplace. And we have Alice, who wanted someplace with antiques. And this Daka, whose name I don't know. And while I think like Alice is super cute and she would have been a great option, we just did Robin in our last build, which was also very antique-y. So we knew we were going straight to the Care Bear of my dreams, Miss Megan. I was excited to do something pastel and colorful like she was saying, and that's what we're doing. I also love that her catchphrase is Sunday, like come on. And when her eyes widen like that, how could, like you're incorrect if you don't like this bear. You're incorrect. I'm so sorry. And here we are, our love it or list it consultation with Miss Eloise dancing in the background. I love that they're just around and about. And Miss Megan told us she wants a place for dreamy thrills. And I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the furniture she had picked out, I was kind of disappointed because it's like all the furniture I used for Puddles' house. So apologies that we're gonna use some of the same items. I knew instantly that I wanted to do one of the cherry blossom spring islands for Megan. But as usual, I could not decide which one. So as usual, I did agonize over it for a while, overthinking my decision so much, considering what potential villagers I might get in the future, until I decided to just pick the one that I picked, because I need to calm down and just follow my heart. So we found the excellent location. Let's go see Megan's new place. We're pumped. We're doing it. Okay, and here it is. I think that this was actually, spoiler alert, I think this was a really good decision for what I decided to do because it's mostly just like flat. And I just love the trees like poking up. So Megan wanted a place for dreamy thrills, which I wanted to make sure that this build was different from Puddles' build, which was just kind of like cute and pink and stuffed animals everywhere. This build is also cute and pink and stuffed animals everywhere, but I kind of wanted to make it a little bit like a small amusement park. I say small because I have not unlocked all of the items yet. I decided to make the exterior of her house, as always, kind of match her vibe, so I made the door purple, just like her, and then I wanted the house to kind of be like a lighter color so that it didn't exactly blend into the cherry blossoms, but it didn't feel like too far out. I also struggled a while with this fencing because I wanted it to alternate between pink and purple like every other fence post, but I realized you can't connect fences that are different colors for some reason, so we made some alterations and we kind of just made like different sections that are purple and different sections that are pink. And I always try and move the house like a bunch of times until I I usually decide to keep it like in the center or way off to the side. So this time we just kept it in the center. And I was not sure about the pathing at first. Again, as usual, I don't ever cut out like things that I do and then I decide I don't like, because I like you guys to be able to see the full process of like, I genuinely had no idea what I was doing, and I never do. So I kind of just try a bunch of things until I think it looks good. So I started with that path that I ended up not liking because I wasn't able to put the shrubs all the way up to the house. And then I went ahead and used some custom pathing that I just got for my new island. They're kind of these stones that have some like flower moments. And one of the things I've been really loving about Happy Home Paradise that I don't often do on my regular island is I don't often make the trees the different sizes, just because I think I get confused about like how to stop the growth of the trees. So I never kind of think to do it. But on Happy Home, it's super easy. And like, look at those little pom-pom looking trees in the front. I just think that they are absolutely perfect and just so effortless. So yeah, for this build, I wanted to make it like a small theme park, make everything pink. You know, we have some cotton candy, we have the teacup ride. I think I put some like tea on this table, or one of those fun drinks. And then I just like to scatter some flowers throughout. You can't have a front yard without flowers, is my thought. Also putting the ice cream lamp, of course. And then I was trying to figure out a place that she could sit, but I couldn't really figure out how exactly I wanted to do that. I also feel like I almost put a bike in every build, and then I don't put it in for some reason because I don't like how the mountain bike looks, and I don't have the other bike, the significantly better bike, in the Happy Home DLC yet. So hopefully soon, so I could actually use it. And then yeah, you'll see I moved and I found a place for the chair. And this is the yard. I think it's great. I think it's honestly better than what I do for the interior, but you guys can be the judge of that. For the interior, as always, I need to start with the walls and the floor to function, but I genuinely had no idea what I was doing here because, again, I did not want this to look exactly like Puddles' house. And since I'm so early on in the game, I have most of the same furniture that I used for Puddles' house. So I really kind of like was scratching my head here, like how can I make this different enough? And then, you know, make it interesting. So I decided I really wanted to lean into the whole like teddy bear thing. I know she wanted a place for dreamy thrills. I think that's more outside. I don't think the inside is particularly thrilling, but it is like, it's dreamy, I guess. You know, she's got to have some place to escape to after a long day of hanging out on the teacup ride all day nonstop, because that's the only ride I have, you know? And as I said in my last video, and I'll continue to say, even when they ask me to build something like very specific, I always want to keep in mind that it is a vacation home. So they need somewhere to sleep. I'm seeing so many builds that are beautiful and I love them, but there's no bed. And I'm just like, where do you want them to sleep? Are they sleeping on the floor or are they sleeping on the beach? As far as I know, there is not like a little hotel on this island. There's nothing. So it's either I give them a bed or they're sleeping outside. So Megan has this lovely bed. And then I decided we're putting bears everywhere and we're having a little bear teacup party, because that is all my brain could think to do for the interior of this room. And you'll see I kind of agonize about the spot and location of each of these little beanbag chair type things. Like I moved them a bunch of times, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We also added some cute little slippers on the ground because we're trying to go for a cozy, dreamy vibe. I also moved this couch like many times until I just decided to put it back in the original position that I had it. I have a thing with like putting bulky furniture against the front wall, like so that when you look into the room from the original view from like where Megan is standing, I hate when there's bulky furniture that blocks it. So I don't think the couch is too bad where it's located, but it's not my favorite spot. Like I try my best to kind of avoid things like that. because I just really like to have that view where you look into the room and it feels as open as a tiny room like this can feel. So you'll see I move around this like shelving unit a bunch, and I kind of try and put it right where I just said I hate when I put bulky furniture there, and then I instantly decide absolutely not. Not to bash on you if you do put bulky furniture there, that's totally fine. You guys are more creative and better than I am, but I'm just basic and predictable, I think. And then we moved on to the walls, which, as I said in my last video, are always the part that stress me out a little bit, because I want the walls to feel full, but I don't have that many wall decor items, I feel like, yet. Like, I feel like the variety is not that much. So you'll see I use these like tapestries, I feel like, in every single video, and that little shelf with a cactus on it every video, because right now there's not that many items, and that's okay. But hopefully we'll unlock more items soon. And then I also last minute decided to switch the striped and polka dot wall to make the polka dot the accent wall, just because I felt like the wall was super busy and the stripes were making it even worse. So yeah, that is the finished build. I'm not gonna lie, out of all of the builds I've done, because I've now done like 7 or so since making this video, this one is definitely not my favorite. You know, not to bash on myself here, I think that I will definitely redo this home once I get more items. I think that the yard is significantly better than inside. It's one of my favorite yards, but the interior I think could just be a little bit better. Also, at this point, Nico stepped in and tried to teach me something amazing, telling me that I am getting really good at interior design, but he's got a cool technique to show me. And of course, that technique is polishing, which is great in theory, except for the fact that when I was playing this, it was about like 2 in the morning, and I'm not gonna lie, I was just pressing right through this. So I did not realize that I had not been paying attention, and I had no clue what buttons I was supposed to press to polish. I didn't realize like you needed to press L to actually polish things. So this is me like running up to Nico asking him, and he doesn't tell me. So I kind of just give up and decide to polish later. But I think that's fine, because in this moment I realized I could do the cool little montage of the exterior, which I liked better anyway. So here is the montage of the exterior. And there we go. That was Miss Megan's outside, but you also saw her inside, so that was her full house. Again, I think this one is just okay. I'm not giving myself a 10 out of 10 here, but I also don't think it's horrible. Like, I think I did a decent job. Just, like, decent. I promise I have some more exciting builds coming up. I cannot wait to share with you the most recent one I did. But we've got some other ones to post before we get to that one. And then of course we came back and I was just ready to purchase my items. Lottie was telling me it's payday. I got my money, ready to go buy that display case. Lottie, I don't know why she continues to try and force me to take a break. Like, let me keep playing, you know? And then she suggested walking around the full island, which gave me the inclination that maybe something special was gonna happen. She's telling me about the vines here. I already know that there are vines on this island. I've already stolen some. We're gonna come back to it. So I go ahead and I purchase my items. I purchase this evergreen ash. That's what it's called. I've just been calling it that tree I don't know the name of. And I purchased the case. And I think that's all I purchased because I didn't really know what the other items were. And then I saw Miss Lottie looking at the building that I know is meant to be the school, which means we have a very, very exciting school build coming up. So get ready, guys, because we're doing it. We're making progress through the game. So far, I have 4 builds, as you could see. We've got Eloise and Puddles, Robin, and now Megan in that order. And yeah, this was my moment to kind of just reflect on the progress I've made so far. And I definitely realized that there is a big lacking of, we need some boy villagers. And now that I've done 2 very pink builds, we gotta like not do that. But anyway, that's where I'm going to end today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and give it a like. Stay tuned for more content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!